There we go. Hello and welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the Kerbal stream program. And we are going to do another replica in the stock game today. And the rocket we are building today is the Ariane 5 launcher. So we're going to resume the stream program. And then I'm gonna pull up a picture of the Ariane 5 because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to build this thing by just thinking up what it looks like. Okay. Good. So we're obviously gonna start with a probe core since Ariane 5 is not rated for human spaceflight, so this is not going to be a manned mission. Oh, nice. That's a nice schematic. I'm going to use that. So obviously we need a core of some sort. I'm just going to use the hex because it looks good. The hex too. And I honestly have no idea of a very iconic space probe mission that Ariane 5 launched, so I am tending towards just building a sort of relay satellite kind of thing. That will fit inside a fairing and that will stay in orbit around Kerbal in Kerbal stationary orbit. Kerbal synchronous orbit, at least. If I don't manage to make it completely. Yeah, we definitely want the big solar arrays because those look good. Not like that. There we go. They're basically like this. So if they fold out, they look like this. And that's gonna get its own little maneuvering engine, which is basically going to be... That's too big. An RCS tank and a RCS engine. Whichever that was. Do I still remember which one the RCS engine was? That's a vernier engine, I don't want that. That's a monopropellant engine. Basically, I want just one. So make these match up. Like this. Then go one back and fine. Then I also do not have a way of attaching anything there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use an engine plate for this, which is kind of ridiculous, but either way. That's under what? Coupling? Yeah, that's the engine plates. The smallest engine plate is too fucking big. I'm amazed. Okay. That's actually amazing. Let me use a fairing instead. Wait, I can't do that. How the fuck is this the smallest size? Like, that's stupid. Goes all the way up to this, but this is the smallest size you can get. Okay, maybe we're not doing the puff then. That's the smallest size you can get. We're instead doing this and an ant. Maybe... Is fuel crossfeed a thing on this? It says it has delta V, so I'm going to assume it does have fuel crossfeed. Okay, obviously this actually can do a decoupler, so decoupler. And then we basically want the fairing around this. So, oh, also this this has an antenna. This doesn't need another antenna. We want the fairing around this basically. So, hello train. Obviously. That's too small. I think that's the no. That's the appropriate size. This is the pure white. Yeah. Don't need a black and white or Russian style thing here. I want pure white since the Ariane 5 does have pure white fairings. Also doesn't quite edit fairing. It doesn't quite curve in that much. Like these are egg-shaped more, so no, that's a bit too stumpy. Edit. Yeah, it kind of works. Anyway, we want two sides since clamshell and nothing else. Then of course we want to strut this because basically the game is very finicky about stuff wobbling, so I think that should be fine for the strutting though. And then we have basically the top part of the rocket done. Yeah, payload with a fairing. Now, under the fairing we have the upper stage, which is a cryogenic upper stage. So we're gonna need some fuel. That's too small. Yeah. You do not have other styles. That's very much unfortunate. This should be white. Pure white. Seeing as the Ariane does not have any black stripes. Either way. How much thrust does this thing have? This has a thrust of 125 kilonewtons in a vacuum. That's too much, actually. The original engine that's on here has a thrust of 67 kilonewtons in vacuum for 945 seconds of propulsion. I actually have those stats for this up here, which is kind of weird. That's way too much. KSP, you are overdoing it. That's 20. That's 60. Close. 67 is what I would need in vacuum. But I think that would work fine then. Just don't do the shroud and just the mount, and that's fine. And maybe do an engine plate, cause it looks stupid otherwise. Nope, that one. And you can make that really short, because we're not gonna need that to be very long. Yeah, that's basically that. I like when my phone screen turns off without me wanting to. So how long does this burn anyway? 1,000. Well, that's not that far off. It's got a little bit less thrust, but a little more burning time. So this is 1,015. The original has 945 seconds, but the thrust is actually 7 kilonewtons less. So I'm fine with that. What is this for? You can do that at the same time. Does that actually like have... Yeah, no, that's fine. Then this should probably go before these go anyway. Then this and this goes at the same time. Good. Then we've got the main Yo. We've got the main booster, the main central stage. So basically, no. The one that doesn't have, yeah. This, no. The SLS part, apparently. Because apparently we're building an SLS. Well, size-wise that's correct, but so all in all, this engine has a burn time of 540 seconds with a thrust of 1,390 kilonewtons. 1,390. Where did I saw that somewhere before. $1,379. And that at 1,280. That does fit that quite well. How about this? I think I'm going to use... Where were we here? 1,200. Just using this. What does that look like? Holy fuck. Stop giving me notifications, phone. Nobody's interested. Also, I just want to say, the boosters are like half the dimension, like half the diameter of the core. So if we look at the solid rocket boosters, yeah, not quite. I might have to make these beefier by cheating some more beef, because this doesn't quite fit. Also, they need to be longer, theoretically. Because, you know, these should reach to the up here-ish. With this, like, yeah, let's say up here. Plus the tips, and then they should also, like, go all the way down here. Like, these are definitely too tiny. Also, how much burn time do the real boosters have? The real boosters have an average thrust of 5,000 kilonewton. Holy crap. These don't even, that's a tenth. Wow. Wow. The real boosters of the Ariane 5 have an average thrust of 5,060 kilonewton for 130 seconds of propulsion. These have a tenth of that for 63 seconds. So half the burn time. So we need a second one. Man, why do you need to make this more stupid. Also, how long is the burn time on this? 300? 540? Eh.